Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about some new skincare from Nacific. I was sent this skincare for a review, but I was not paid to promote this and I was not asked to talk about it positively either. And as always, this review contains my honest opinions. So you guys might know that I've worked with Nacific before and they sent me a lot of their fresh herb line, the phyto whitening, as well as the rose and calendula flower range as well. And most of this stuff is from the fresh herb collection, so I have a cleanser and a sunscreen from the fresh herb collection. I was also sent a soap which is called a fresh EMA Soap, which I think is from the herb collection too. And I was also sent some sheet masks, some from the fresh herb and some from the phyto line as well. So I'm going to start out with the fresh herb origin cleansing foam. The product description says, cleansing foam cleansing for sensitive skin with its coconut vegetable surfactant helps to calm skin with calendula water. This cleansing foam comes packaged in a really cute container. It's very fresh and white and it's just got black writing on it. The squeeze tube makes it really easy to get the cleanser out. The cleanser itself has a really light scent and it has a very interesting texture. It is white in colour and to start with it feels like it has really small balls, but as you massage it into your skin it turns into a really thick foam. If you have a foaming net, I would definitely recommend using this with a foaming net. Otherwise, if you don't, like me, just use your hands and a bit of water. If you don't use enough water, it won't foam up at all, which you can see here. I find that this cleanser does cleanse my skin really well, but it leaves it feeling really tight and squeaky clean, which made me suspicious of its pH level. I prefer my cleansers to be at around about 5.5 to 6 on the pH scale because that is the best for my skin and my acid mantle. However, when I tested this one, it was between 8 and 9. My pH strips are not very specific, but even so, between 8 and 9 really is too high for my skin. So even though it cleans my skin, because it does leave it feeling tight and dry, it's not something that I'm going to be continuing using. The next product is the Fresh EMA Soap, and the product description says, soap providing excellent moisture for the skin due to the added shea butter, creating better skin all around due to nutritious EM enzymes. This bar of soap comes packaged in a really cute box and it has a really nice natural soap scent as well. I don't really use bar soaps on my face, and this soap as well, like the cleansing foam, gave my skin that really squeaky clean and really dry feeling, so it wasn't one that I felt safe to use on my face. Being a bar soap, I use these most actually on my body, so I have been using this in the shower, which of course I'm not going to show you. I find that this cleanses my body really nicely, although it does leave it feeling very squeaky clean. I was sent 2 types of masks and I got 3 of each, so I have 1 of each left that I need to film with, and they are actually really nice to use. I was really pleased with these ones. So the phytoniacin, the product description says, niacinamide helps to inhibit melanin pigmentation and bamboo extracts provide refreshing feeling and help to make the bright skin tone. And for the fresh herb mask, the product description says, aloe vera leaf water containing water layers forms a primary moisturizing membrane to supply moisture. Citrus lemon peel oil helps to control skin sebum and manage skin exfoliation. I found that the phytoniacin gave my skin a little bit of a brightening effect, but it was more moisturizing than anything else. The fit of these masks is not bad, but it's also not the best for my mouth. And I do have to cut the strip off the top of my upper lip as well as around my nose to make it fit better. I really enjoyed using the fresh herb pack as well. I found that really the only thing that it did for my skin was moisturizing, but it did smell really nice. It has a really nice citrusy scent and it has some really good ingredients in it as well, and it did make my skin feel really soft. These masks are on the expensive side at $5 to $6 each, and although I really enjoyed using them, they are not ones that I would repurchase because they are unfortunately out of my budget. But if they are within your budget, I would recommend them. Both of them are really moisturizing, and then if you want a little bit of brightening, I would go with the phytoniacin whitening pack as well. So the last product is the sunscreen, which is the Fresh Herb Origin Sunblock, and the product description for this one says, organic sunblock, making the skin more healthy and strong against UVA, UVB by reducing white cast and providing sebum control and pore care. This sunscreen comes in the same packaging as the cleansing foam, which I really like. It's that beautiful classic white packaging with the black text, although this has a orange UV protection label on the front as well. This has a little flip cap which disperses the sunscreen easily, though I do feel like the top of the cap gets in the way a little bit, but it's nothing major. The sunscreen itself has a really nice sunscreeny scent, and it is white in colour. I do feel like this leaves a little bit of a white cast on my skin. My hands in particular are extremely tan at the moment. Again, from my vacation during the summer in Europe, I did get quite a lot darker than I usually would. And I can definitely see a little bit of a white cast there. However, on my face, I don't notice this as much because my face did not tan as much as the rest of my body did, as usual. And I'm pretty sure that my other sunscreen really wasn't that effective because the difference in tan is quite extreme. This sunscreen leaves a really nice moisturized finish, but I do feel that my skin gets oily throughout the day if I don't wear makeup over the top of it. So this is a sunscreen that I would only use during winter or if I was wearing makeup over the top of it normally. It does make my skin look really beautiful and dewy though. It just does get oily throughout the day. So that is my review for the new products from Nacific. My favourite product is actually the sunscreen, even though it does make my skin a little bit oily throughout the day. If I'm wearing makeup over the top, this actually doesn't affect me at all. It's just when I wear the sunscreen on its own that it does do that, because it does have a really dewy finish to start with. So that and the little bit of a white cast that it has is my only sort of points for this sunscreen. Otherwise, it's a really good all-round sunscreen. For the two cleansing products, I did enjoy using the cleansing foam, but the pH level is too high and too basic for my skin to handle. If it's too basic, it tends to strip my skin of oils, and my skin isn't that oily to start with, so it starts to get drier and drier. So it's really just not suitable for my skin. The same with the Fresh EMA Soap. Obviously I'm holding the soap box, not the actual soap, because it's in the shower. I'm actually using this on my body and I'm really enjoying it. It has a really nice soapy smell, so it's a nice soap. It's just not one that I personally would use on my face. And then the two masks, again, I really enjoyed using them, but they're too expensive for me to purchase regularly at $5 to $6 each. But if that is in your budget, I would highly recommend them because they are really lovely sheet masks and they are packed full of really good ingredients. So that is it for this review. Thank you so much to Nacific for sending these products to me for review. And thank you guys so much for watching this review. I will see you next time. Bye!